About from the book of Ghost of God, where we continue the remaining paragraph of John 6 chapter. Then we jumped into the Swami Vivekananda Guruji book about incarnate teachers and incarnation. Okay, so these are all we discuss on yesterday's satsang. So now we will going to discuss from the book of Swami Vivekananda Guruji. The chapter is called Practical Religion, Breathing and Meditation. So, first of all, I want to ask you all, okay? You can reply in chat itself, okay? What is meant by the practical religion? What is the meaning of practical religion? What is meant by practical religion? Can anybody think and say, what is meant by practical religion? What is breathing? What is meditation? So, practical religion, breathing, meditation. Is there any relation between this? Is there any relation between this? Okay. So, man can breathe, man can meditate. But practical religion is related, whether it's related to breathing or meditation. Okay, so let's see what Swami Guru, Vivekananda Guruji is saying. Okay. So what about practical religion? Practical religion means, which we can say simply means worshipping. Practical religion, which one second. Worshipping, following the duties of worship. That is called practical religion. Which means practical religion means if you pray to God, then it will appear, no. So if you, for example, if a student pray to any God, okay, pray to any God of religion, okay, then that student will score more marks, okay. God only helps the students to score more marks. So that is called a practical religion. So whatever we worship in deep surrender to God, the outcome of the effect given by God is called as practical religion. So let's see what Swami Vivekananda Guruji said. Everywhere others of practical religion is according to the theory of practicality. So which means practical. Practical means it's an experience one, okay? We start from that is work, okay? That is a system of worship. As I already told, no. Practical is a worship, okay? Well, that is knowledge, okay? The philosopher thinks the difference between bondage and freedom is only caused by knowledge and ignorance, okay? Knowledge and ignorance. What does this mean? What is the difference between knowledge and ignorance? Can anybody tell me? It's quite simple, okay? ज्ञान का मुक्ति है, ज्ञान की मुक्ति स्वरूप है, मुक्ति का ज्ञान निकल नहीं सकते. So I tell one Hindi proverb. I don't know whether this proverb is right or wrong. So I try to tell in Hindi. Okay. So the bondage between knowledge and ignorance. Okay. What is the meaning of knowledge? Knowledge का शब्द क्या है? Ignorance, ज्ञान का शब्द. So ignorance, okay, what's the difference between? The only difference is knowledge becomes a superior and ignorance becomes the inferior, okay? Inferior. Because once we become knowledge, once we gain all the things, then ignorance will come, okay? So for example, if you hear a satsang, okay? If you hear a satsang, some of them may continue the remaining paragraph of where he left in previous satsang, okay? Some of them jump into the other book and they can discuss the satsang. So that is called knowledge, okay? That is called what is the difference between knowledge and ignorance, okay? Which means that it's not ignorance, okay? And for example, yesterday I continued in Ghost of God book. now I'm discussing about Swami Vivekananda Guruji book, okay? So that is not like ignorance. So ignorance, what exact difference means, if you get more knowledge, okay? For example, if you for example, if you are specialist in mechanical, okay, what you will do? First if you make a car, if you want to create a car, you need the parts and tools to create a car. But remaining few small tools, you will say no. Hey, that one, that never use, ignore it. So that is called ignorance. Okay, whatever you get knowledge about the subject, and while practically applying in the field of job, you ignore few things. So that is the difference between knowledge and the ignorance. The 2M knowledge is the goal, and this particularly is gaining that knowledge. The worshipper practical religion is the power of love and devotion. The worshipper practical religion is power of love and affection. Okay. You have to show the power of always you have to be love and affection. Okay. Otherwise, if you become a big person and you show Raja Masik, Raja Masik Guna means, then it will not be good in your life. Raja Masik means, as we discussed in previous satsang, they will be order others to get the thing, okay? So the same way, you have to be love and affection. Whenever you are, whatever you are a great person, what you are a great position, you have to be love and affection, okay? That's why Sri Sai Baba Guruji says, love all. That's why Sri Sai Baba Guruji says, even Whitefield Guruji also said, okay? Whitefield Puttupalli Sai Baba Guruji also said, okay? So we have to be love and affection, okay? That's why I explain. The worshipful practical is the religion is the power of love and devotion. Even love and affection also we can say love and devotion, okay? Through affection, devotion will come, okay? So we have to, the worshipper also be always love and devotion, okay? So always love. That's a man humanity. That will be always that. Then only it will be good for your life. The workers practically then consist in doing works. And so as in every other thing, we are always trying to ignore the standard of another, trying to bind the whole world to our standard. Okay. So in everything we are always trying to ignore the standard of another, trying to bring the whole world to our standard. For example, if you are one thing, in every other thing we are always trying to ignore. For example, best example I want to give is, if you when you in real life you have a practical religion, okay? In 90s, 80s and all, we used to listen radio and radio, Walkman, and we write the homework. We read the books, we go to library, we saw only black and white TV. So that is the standard of living in the old days, 90s, 80s and that. But now dramatically changed, okay? Radio, Walkman, writing homework. So this is nothing happened in today's world, okay? So we ignore that. So that's why somebody said, okay? We are always trying to ignore the standard of one another. So we are always ignore, okay? Whatever the old things are there in the ancient days. Now in the modern day, that is not used, okay? It ignore that. Even nowadays, we are used to listen radio in every house. The radio is there. Few of the houses, the radio is there. But not everyone knows, okay? Now we ignore that. Now we are all ignore the ancient technologies, okay? So that's why we are one. We are always trying to ignore the standard of another, okay? So we ignore that technology. Now we are using AI, artificial intelligence, then Spotify, then all comes to the new technologies we use, okay? And ignore the ancient technology. So now we don't no more use any radio, no more use any Walkman, no more use any what I say, no more use any homework preparation and that. So during 90s kids and 80s kids and that, we used to study, okay? We used to study and prepare for the exam. Now students are very good, easily done homework, okay? By getting information from through AI, okay? They say written about, if you write essay means, we all studied, okay? For example, even I remember in school days, fifth standard, the third is essay question is there, okay, English. But I also studied that essay, okay, prepare. It's in school days, and we say, no, this is a big essay, I want short essay. So in school days, and we all studied the third essay. But now, it's quite the ability changed, okay? When you put the AI and you put the third form, it generates automatically, and we study, okay? In those days and all, we are all reading right parties and all, okay? Even we are all read newspaper, okay? In school days and all, there's a project is there, okay? That Hindu writing, young world, that the project is there now, school days, we are all did. So nowadays it's quite common, I don't know whether they are all using the practice of reading newspaper to the children or not. So don't know. So that's it. That's it. We are always trying to ignore the standard of one another. Trying to bring the whole world to our standard, okay? Trying to bring. So we cannot bring the ancient technology. Now we are trying to bring standard technology. What are the luxurious? So those days and that we go and eat in the water. Nowadays and that already the Swiggy automatically home delivery come. So that's generation is changing. But that generation never try to build. What they are building only the modern technology, modern usefulness. Doing good to the fellow beings is the practical religion of the man full of love. Doing good to his fellow beings, the practical religion of man full of love. Yes, once even Abdul Kalam sir also said, okay, whatever you do good to the society will do to you. Whatever you do, that shows you are full of love, okay? For example, if you saw any beggar man, if you saw any needy person, if you saw any poor people, you have, whatever you might do, you may have to do help to him, try to do that, okay? Don't ignore, okay? Don't ignore. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever, if you want, try to help him, okay? So that's a practical religion of the law, okay? If men do not help to build a hospital, eating, then they have no religion at all. That's why Swamiji said, okay, Vivekananda Guru said, if men build a hospital, okay, in a hospital we can't say, in a hospital we can't say, this religion people will come, this religion people will come. and take medicine, okay? Get vaccine and take medicine. So we can't say at all, okay? All the religious people will come and take vaccination and getting cured, okay? So that's why family said, okay, if men build hospital, these things that they are no religion at all, okay? If man can build a hospital, and he can't say that is no religion at all, because all religions are, and we can see all religions have people in the hospital, okay? All got injured, okay, all getting good. But then, but there is no reason why everyone should do that. So, why everyone should doing that? This religion, that religion, why suppression is happening? See nowadays most commonly that going on, okay? Suppression is going on. I don't know why they are all doing like this, okay? The philosopher in the same way may denounce every man who does not have knowledge. People may build 20,000 hospitals, and the philosopher declares that they are but the beast of burden and the gods. Burden of the gods, okay? The worshipper has his own idea and standard. Men who cannot love God or know good, whatever work they do. So, best example means I want to give as I said earlier, separation of religion. So, some of the people will say this religion is good, that religion is good, but some of them can't understand the impact and the real moral of all religions are equal. So, no wonder all religions are equal, but in some such situation, the conflict may happen. I don't know what happened there. But what Swami Vivekananda Guru said me, one thing. What Swami Vivekananda Guru said me, people may build 20,000 hospitals and the philosopher declares they are the beast of burden of the gods, okay? So whatever people build a real hospital, they have to be allowed to care of patients, okay? They have to be allowed to care of patients instead of ignoring, instead of showing horse, instead of showing anger. So there is no any mercy at all during the doctor and the patient. Once you build what is the aim of hospital means? To cure the patient and getting back normal life to the patient. That is the aim of hospital. So if you build thousands of hospital and they say means yeah I build all the thousand hospitals. So means what is the use? Okay. The patient you will have a good the doctors should have a good impact on the patient. Then one day, the good name will come to the hospital. Otherwise, if you say, yeah, I built the hospital, I am a rich, I am a poor, I am a prestige person, like this, there is no any at all, okay, there is no any value at all. The worshipper has his own idea and understanding, but the God worshipper has his own idea and understanding, okay? Men who cannot love God or know God, whatever work they do, okay. So men always worship and believe in divinity. So whatever, without divinity, whatever they do anywhere, there is no any meaning at all, okay. They themselves feel that I finished. The impact of I will come in that situation. The yogi believes in psychic and the conquest of nature. How much have you gained towards that? How much control over your senses, over your body? That is all the yogi asks. And we said each one judges the others by his own standard. Men may have given millions of dollars, feel that can or some do in India. They say the men can take care of themselves and the poor animals cannot. For example, in this I want to give example, okay? Even for example, I want to give is, okay, men, okay, suppose in the animal type, which is the kind animal, say, I mean dog, okay, everyone always have a dog, okay? What the dog will do, whatever you treat a dog loudly, it will react automatically, okay? For I saw everyone knows, okay? Instead of taking care of, men or human being, dog caring is more in India, okay? Like in America, and I heard that America and Japan and all, everyone knows there is one or two dogs, okay? They take care of animals love, okay? Even they did not negotiate or they did not see any such type of this is a poor dog, this is a rich dog, okay? Once they buy the dog, they take caring the dogs very well, okay? For example, the dogs, if you take care of the dogs in your home, the dog will always take care of you, even in a tough situation, okay? Suppose if the animal, like in the forest, there are many dogs are there, okay? One day, what happened means the deed will comes to the dog place, okay? What happened means the deed unfortunately got injured, but one dog saw his injured to the deed and he helped to the deed animal means that is still love in Africa. That dog does not even they have five senses, but the dog have the senses to help the injured deed. Okay, by the dog mouth, then the dog take care and cure well to the deed. Okay, in that human patriotism, so in that animal patriotism, this is the love of all. Okay, so that's why it's. Even, okay, men may have given millions of dollars, fed rats, and the cats, some do in India. They say that men can take care of themselves. So as I said, no. If all dogs' face is that, dog can take care of themselves, okay. But if suppose any animal like deer or deer or any other rats come in, if the another animal got injured, mean anyhow any one of the dog may help to the animal and get kind one affection between the animals. Okay, so that's why whatever you gave any millions of dollars or take care, feed it, that's okay. But what is the most important mean? The men can take care of themselves. Is there any solution? Is there any answer of all men can take care of themselves? What is the answer? Can we take care of themselves? Somebody says, yes, I will take care of themselves. Somebody says, yes, yes. Many of them says, yes, yes. But what is the real value? Let's see. But the poor animals cannot, okay? Poor animals, okay? 1 second. If the men take care of themselves, okay? The men take care of family. But the poor of them not at all take care, okay? Poor human beings, for example, if we all live in a comfortable life, but if we see the poor people like orphanage people, then physically challenged people, so they can these men can take care themselves. What is the real solution of this? Okay. So now we are like taking care of themselves. But the poor of these men can we give correct correct answer for this? Okay. Can these men can take care of themselves? Okay. So I think it may or may not be possible, okay? So some of them through getting help of others only, they can assure that we taking care of themselves, okay? But without getting help, can this person taking care of themselves? No, it's not quite possible, okay? So likewise, poor animals cannot. That is their idea. But the yogi, the goal is conquest of nature, and others may by that standard. Okay. The goal is nature, but the judgment is maybe standard judgment will come. Okay. We are always talking about practical religion, but it must be practical in our sense. That's important. Instead of reading, boycotting, and going in exam the best man, that is not a good, that is not a good. We have to think practical, okay? For example, Julius Caesar, for example, if you study if you study zoology or biology, many botanical names are pseudopodia, then onion names are there, okay? So if the person read botanical names of vegetables, okay, but if the person not eat any vegetable instead of but reading botanical names of vegetable means then what is the use, okay? And that person does not know what is onion, what is cabbage, what is cauliflower. But he or she knows the botanical name of the vegetables, okay? So instead of seeing practically, by reading botanical names, then what is the use? Same way, we are always talking about practical religion, but it must be practical in our sense. So we must be practical in ourselves, okay? But especially the Western country, the Protestant ideal is good words. They do not care much for devotion and philosophy. They think that much in it. What is your knowledge? Man has to do something. A little humanitarianism, the churches rail day and night against courteous agnosticism. Okay, yet they seem to be varying rapidly towards just that. Okay, so what it still means, okay, especially Western countries, the Protestant idealists go to Protestant. So we have to go what? Okay, Protestant. Okay. In European countries and all, if you see news and all, world news, and those days, previous, nowadays many of the world man's getting into the Protestant, okay, in order to implement this order, in order to stop this order, in order to get the right judgment of the quarry, and right judgment of the prediction. Okay, so they are all Protestant. Now they get the right judgment. Okay, so now that's why it said that. Okay, especially in the Western countries, the Protestant idea is good work. Okay, Protestant, they are doing good work. Okay, but the judgment getting good judgment on behalf of them is quite questionable. Okay, Because based on the cold decisions only, the right judgment will be give on behalf of them. Okay. If not means again they will continue protest and they will go to any other court. Okay. They do not care much for the devotion and philosophy. That time what they will do, even if you see Protestant hall, even you saw news now, what they will do, they will not care about devotion, okay? They want only justice, okay? They want only justice, okay? They do only protest, without carrying any devotion and philosophy. They think there is not much in it. What is your knowledge? So what is your jnana? The churches rail day and night against coalitions and agnosticism. The churches in the Western Canada they really bell, okay. For Protestant all, they will ring the bell. Tang, tang, tang. After that only, all Protestant will protest against the getting justice. Yet they seem to be very rapidly towards this now. Call us slaves, religion of futility. This is a split just now. And that is why some Buddhists have become so popular in the West. People do not know whether there is God or not, whether there is soul or not. The world is full of misery. Try to help this world, okay? So that is why the Buddhists clearly knows that, okay? Those who are doing like this, they are not thinking about the original reality, okay? Whatever they to the unreal world, they are all doing like this, okay? But they do not have the exact knowing whether this product is good or not, okay? Whoever comes to that protest, they are in that mind only to get justice. But that time they never think any of them, okay? Even the real world also, okay? So that's why Buddhists said that they are all in the misery world, not in the real world, okay? But they are asking help of the Lord, okay? Try to help this world, okay? So that's why Buddhists think that, okay? So the remaining chapter will continue on a satsang on any other day. Hari Om, thank you. So in today's satsang we will discuss about the practical religion, breathing and meditation. So what is meant by practical religion we discussed, then philosopher think difference between knowledge and ignorance, then knowledge is the goal and the worshipper with devotion, deep and devotion, and then we think. Last and final, we discuss about the Protestants who are all in the Western country, they protest, but they are all not in the real world of real world. Okay, even they do not care anything about this. Okay, that time they are in the mysterious world, not in the real world. Okay, so that's why Buddhists are trying to help this in the world to the outcome of the overcome of these people, these people mind changes. Okay, so that's why we are discussed today. The remaining paragraph will continue in next time on any other day. Thank you. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Good evening, good night to all of us. Enjoy the day.